What's up, guys? Today we're gonna today we're gonna be react to 10 longest prison sentences and stuff. And subscribe, like, and comment, and link to this channel. And it's by Top List. And yeah, I'm gonna make this screen bigger cause you guys can't really see me cause the screen's too little. How come I can't? I'll just leave it little. But yeah, subscribe, like, and comment, and link to this channel, and also share. Let's get into this.
Wrongdoers to get their just desserts. Occasionally, the quest for justice results in a bizarrely long prison sentence. Sometimes, these punishments are handed down to ensure the criminal can never be considered for a parole or early release. But those are obstacles that cannot always be avoided. Moreover, even in that light, you might find the world's longest prison sentences to be a little extreme. The United States has more people incarcerated than any other country on Earth. That includes China, which has 4 times the population of the U.S. and its own reputation for being heavy-handed with criminal prosecution. Yet the world's longest prison sentence was handed down not in the U.S., but in Thailand. In 1989, Chamoy Phipyaso was given a whopping 141,078 years for corporate fraud. This white-collar criminal defrauded.
That's a long time. Long time.
16,000 people in a pyramid scheme, which netted her over $2 million. In Spain, a single murder generally can only carry a 40-year sentence. However, if you happen to murder 192 people, it adds up rather quickly. In 2007, Otman El Gnawi and Jamal Zalgam were given almost 43,000 years apiece for participating in the Madrid train bombings in Spain, which killed 192 people and injured 2,000. Emilio Suarez Trashoras was given a slightly lesser sentence of over 34,000 years. Another 18 suspects were given lesser sentences.
That's still long. That's still long. Talking about less. Less would be like 100 something. Or like 50. That's not less. That's just way too much.
Many sources repeatedly describe the attacks as an Al-Qaeda operation. However, no direct connection between the bombers and the terrorist organization has ever been established. Charles Scott Robinson bears the dubious distinction of having received the longest prison sentence in the United States. In 1994, an Oklahoma court tried him for sexually assaulting 6 children. Life without parole was off the table, so jurors did the next best thing and recommended 5,000 years for each assault. The court accepted the recommendation and further concluded the sentences would be served consecutively rather than concurrently. The result is a sentence of 30,000 years. Robinson does not have the possibility for parole, but his first opportunity won't happen until he's 108. In 1993 in Oklahoma,
Dang.
Alan Wayne McLaurin and Darren Benelford Anderson were sentenced to a total of over 6,000 years for rape, sodomy.
That ain't bad. 6,000 ain't bad. It ain't bad at all.
Assault, burglary, robbery, and larceny. They appealed, and the conviction was reversed. A second trial also found them guilty. This time, however, the jury was in an even more punitive mood. Anderson was sentenced to over 11,000 years.
Okay. I'm mistaken, but 11,000? That's bad. That's bad news right there, buddy.
And McLaurin received over 21,000 years, putting him.
Okay, okay. I take all that stuff back. That is a long time. Gonna be a long year until you like 200 or 100 something years old.
On the top 10 list. Guess they should have kept their mouth shut. On Halloween in 1976, Dudley Wayne Kaiser murdered his estranged wife, her mother, and a college student who had the bad luck of being at home when Kaiser arrived and shot all three. The jury deliberated less than an hour before sentencing him to death. However, death sentences to be unconstitutional and
just ignore that sound, guys. It's just a sound. It's just a sound like the sound like if I'm being notified of something. So just ignore that sound. Just ignore it.
Kaiser was granted a new trial. This time, he was given 10,000 years plus 2 life sentences. Despite the lengthy sentence, he qualified for a parole consideration after serving 10 years. So far, he's been denied 10 times. In 1996, Martin Bryant perpetrated the Port Arthur Massacre in Australia, which killed 35 people and wounded another 23. He was given 35 life sentences plus 1,035 years, all without parole.
35 life sentences.
35 years. Wow.
Wow.
What's that for me? No, that a bad thing.
You guys gotta stop doing what you're doing.
His lawyer eventually revealed Bryant had been motivated by the Dunblane School massacre in the UK. That shooting killed a teacher, 1 6-year-old, and 14 5-year-olds. In jail, Bryant eagerly awaited updated death tolls from his own spree. No motive has been determined in either case. The Port Arthur massacre directly led to the enactment of strict gun control laws in Australia. Authorities initiated a buyback program which netted 643,000 firearms. Similar events occurred after Dunblane. In 2012, James Egan Holmes walked into a Colorado movie theater and opened fire. He also booby-trapped his apartment with improvised explosives. Unlike most people on this list, Holmes had almost no record of criminal activity before the shooting. His mental state was repeatedly called into question, and for a time, he was ruled incompetent to stand trial. He pled not guilty by reason of insanity, but was found guilty of 24 counts of murder, 140 counts of attempted murder, and 1 count of possessing an explosive device. The prosecution asked for a death sentence, but Holmes instead received 12 life sentences, plus an additional 3,318 years without
Ain't that bad. Not that bad. 12 life sentences ain't that bad.
parole. In 2015, Billy Joe Godfrey of Missouri was found guilty of 35 counts of forcible sodomy. Despite pleading guilty, he received a life sentence for each count. The crimes occurred in the 1990s with a boy and a girl, one of which was his stepson. The crimes were not revealed until the victims came forward as adults. Bobby Joe Long began as a serial rapist. He actively looked for opportunities to get inside homes, such as for sale signs and classified ads looking for repairmen. If he found a woman home alone, he would rape them. Eventually, he escalated to murder, and he changed his M.O. Now, he primarily lured prostitutes and strippers into his car, where he raped them and then either slashed their throats, bludgeoned them, or strangled them. In 1984, he was found guilty for the rape and murder of 9 women and received 26 life sentences, most to run consecutively, as well as a death sentence. He continues to sit on death row. Long is suspected of raping over 50 women, and Long himself implied there may be many more murder victims. Rounding out our top 10 is David Hall, found guilty of 55 pornography. He was
Wait, 55. I'm sorry about that, cause that beeping noise is getting annoying. So I'm gonna go back.
implied there may be many more murder victims. Rounding out our top 10 is David Hall, found guilty of 55 counts of possession of child pornography. He was given the maximum sentence, 15 years for each count, for a total of 825 years. Hall was discovered after
It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad.
sharing images online through an account connected to his email address. For more top lists just like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out our other lists, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye guys. I hope you enjoy this video and again.
Subscribe, like, comment, link to this channel, and like, subscribe,
And down
share.
below the comment.